Saddle up, boys and girls, because this is not your typical X-Men story that you're used to reading. What's going on, Marvelites? I'm Joe, and today I'm talking about the latest installment of the Ultimate Universe, Ultimate X-Men, issue number 1, with story and art by Peach Momoko. Like I said, this is not your typical X-Men story, and I'm gonna talk about why that's not such a bad thing. This story is about a young girl named Hisako Ichiki. I apologize if I'm saying that wrong. And in the first few pages, we learn that she's kind of an outcast. She hasn't been going to school. Her classmates are picking on her and making fun of her because she's depressed, or at least to them, they think she's depressed. We learn that she used to have a good friend, Tsubasa, who is no longer around because he killed himself, and that's because other people were picking on him. And now this demon, which again, we're not entirely sure if it's external, at least the art shows that it's an external demon. However, it very well could be an internal demon that's just being projected into the environment. But this demon basically blames Hisako for Tsubasa killing himself because she didn't do anything to help him with his issues of being picked on and bullied. And as she's running away from this demon, she's about to get hit by a car, but out of nowhere, she's completely protected by this red armor. This is obviously going to be her mutant power, and it makes the most sense because mutant powers manifest usually when they're in their early teenage years, which is what this young girl is depicted as, and under high stress situations. Later in the comics, she goes back to where she met that demon, and the demon presents itself once again. Her mutant power, her armor manifests itself again and essentially starts to strangle the demon, but he says that he has set a plan in place that she's basically gonna have to deal with, where essentially the people who caused Tsubasa to kill himself, he's getting revenge on them, and now it's gonna be up to Hisako to deal with that. And then Hisako gets a phone call from someone that she knows apparently regarding one of those people that bullied Tsubasa, now saying that they had just killed themselves. And essentially that's how this first issue ends. So after reading that and seeing sentiments from other people online, I feel the same in that I thought the storyline was good, I'm sucked in, and I want to know what's happening. However, a lot of people, including myself, are just like, what did I just read? Like, what was that? Not in a bad way, but like something completely different. And again, I think this is a risk that Marvel is taking from their typical kind of art and storytelling. And I like the infusion of a Japanese style, not only the art, but also storytelling. I even like at the end where Peach Momoko basically explains some of the trinkets and different traditions that are in Japanese culture and heritage. And I thought that was really helpful slash pretty cool, to be honest. It's something that we're not used to seeing. I certainly like this. It's something that I have never read or am used to whatsoever, and I thought it was interesting. I think the biggest miss with this issue is that there is no connection to the overarching Ultimate Universe. Nothing was mentioned or even hinted at in the story, with the exception of the prologue. I can see why a lot of people may not like this issue. One, there's no standard X-Men character. There's no Wolverine, there's no Cyclops, there's no Jean Grey, there's no Rogue, Storm. Any of those people are not involved at all in this issue, let alone there's no team aspect, right? It's about one single individual in this story. And so a lot of people might be like, well, where's the X-Men and how is this related to the X-Men? And I thought that this was a brand new character and was basically just made up in this issue. However, after seeing some other people post about it on social media, in particularly Comic Chop News, and I think they have a YouTube channel, which I'll link in the description, that this character, Hisako Ichiki, has already been around in the Earth 616 universe. She goes by the name Armor. She actually first appeared in Astonishing X-Men Volume 3, issue number 4, and was created by Joss Whedon and John Cassaday. And so while, yes, she's been around and this is a completely different universe, and there is no team aspect and there's no standard X-Men characters just yet, or there's no connection to the Ultimate Universe just yet, I can only imagine that that's what we may eventually see. However, I think this is the risk that Marvel is willing to take, and I kind of like it. If you read this issue, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. I would love to chat with you about it and go back and forth. And if you want to be part of a great Marvel community and you want more Marvel content just like this, please hit that like and subscribe button down below. And until the next video, Excelsior.